Did you know that beauty is all around us? It's not just in nature or in music, but it's in each of us, women and mothers too. And I'm not just talking about outward appearance. I believe that beauty is as unique as each of us are. God created each of us to have our own individual fingerprint, so to speak, with unique characteristics, strengths, and even ways that we do things. No two mothers are exactly alike, and that is a good thing. We can value our own individual flair and not compare ourselves to anyone else. But what makes women extra beautiful is the synergy we gain from gathering together. When we encourage each other, learn from and with each other, value ourselves and contribute our own special light, while graciously receiving others' light as well, work hard together, include each other, and love God together, there really is a power that is unmatched and, dare I say, holy. I love getting to know different women and seeing how they mother in their own way, and I am uplifted and inspired by their example. And this is why I have created the Shining Moments segments each month on my podcast. Whether you mother in big or quiet ways, whether you feel like a hot mess or organized and trucking away, you have a beautiful story and an incredible light that shines for others to see and glorify God. If you are ready to share your story and your light, reach out and let me know. It would be amazing to have you on the show. For now, thank you for joining me as we are inspired by yet another radiant mother. Hello, friends. Welcome back to my show. I'm so glad you're here. I have a confession right at the beginning right now to get started. I had such a wonderful interview with Janaca, and I was so excited in my editing to share with you all because she has such a wonderful heart and a beautiful spirit, and had such wonderful stories. As I went in to finish the edits and schedule it, it disappeared. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I've prayed and I've tried to figure out what to do. I think the main lesson is to keep moving forward the best I can and to share with you what I can. And maybe sometime in the future, Janaca and I can have another interview and we can actually share her with you in a bigger way. For now, let me share with you some of the highlights of what I remember in our conversation and give you a teaser of who she is and the special light that she carries. Janaca is energetic when it comes to following through with her dreams and impressions. She is a wife to her surprise Valentine of 16 years and a mother to 5, almost 6, actually any day now. Wonderful kids ranging in age from 0 to 15 that keep her on her toes as they learn and grow together. She enjoys inviting people on Instagram Live at He Is In My Story to share life's refining experiences and putting together Christ-centered events with wonderful and inspiring people. When she isn't dreaming up something or sharing her own experiences, she enjoys going on dates and laughing with her husband, playing the harp, singing, having dance parties, and most of all, cheering on her kids in their many capacities. She hopes she can help everyone realize that Christ is part of their own story and that sharing our stories can unite and spread light. Janaca is such a wonderful soul. I met her in this little private group where LDS women gather together, those of us who are content creators, sharing our testimonies online in our different ways. And I was drawn to her right away. She is a very kind soul, welcoming anyone to share their testimony online with her. She goes on every week to have this space for different people to share their stories. And it has been so fun to hear so many different types of stories of how Jesus shows up in each and every person's lives. I also loved in our conversation how she shared about time with her family. She is, as you can imagine, a very busy mom with lots of things to help her kids do in and out of the house. And when I asked her about how she shines her light, she says she forgives quickly and finds ways to keep moving forward in love and in connection with the different people she's around. I thought that was an incredible example. What I've loved about each of these different interviews that I've done with Janaca as well as any of the others, there's a unique thing that sets them apart from anyone else. And I have learned in this experience, because I can tend to question my value at times because I'm a woman, don't we all? But I have learned how to truly love her and her opportunity to shine her own light and what is her own light, as well as to say her light shining as brightly as it does not need to diminish my light at all. In fact, I can have my light enhanced by being near her and learning more of her. So as Janaca was sharing her stories of connecting with her kids and going on hikes together, she talked about how some of the activities that they would try and do together, not everybody would love to participate, but they each tried to make sure that there was something that each family member could enjoy. And then when it wasn't their favorite activity, they would still show up and support each other the best they could. I thought that was inspiring. Isn't that so cool to have this space where it's important to practice supporting each other and to not always need to have your way and to not always love what you're doing, but you love the person you're doing it with, and so you love it a little more because you're with them. It just was a cool idea to me. I loved how when she shared her struggles, she talked about how sibling rivalry in her kids can be a challenge. It seemed like in her storytelling that, yes, it's hard. We all have hard, but she is not without hope. She knows that hard is part of the story, and she knows that Christ is there to help her with it, and that each step she takes helps her practice being with him. It was simply beautiful. I love the fact that she has music being a big part of their lives. And I love that she has the harp as her musical instrument. You don't get to hear that very often, right? So cool. Maybe when I get her on again, we can hear more stories about where she's played the harp and what her experiences have been in that. I would love to hear it. Her gifts and talents really are shared in wonderful ways, both for her family and for others. I've seen it online in Instagram, and it is a wonderful light. She seeks to have a place for others to sit in appreciation for having Christ in their stories, which can help them see more and seek for more of those stories with him. I loved when we chatted that she had this quiet confidence in who she is and her knowledge of God's love for her family, and for all those who she seeks to serve. This confidence is actually something that God invites all of us to have. We all have different parts to play in the ongoing creation of the world, and God gave us our own unique characteristics, gifts, and talents with the purpose of cultivating them, as well as sharing them in our own ways with our families and with the world. I actually love helping women find this same confidence with God, with who he made them to be, and with their special purpose in this world. It brings me joy to witness these women really connect to their light, to release the fears and anxieties of needing to be anything more than a fearfully and wonderfully made woman, learning how to love, grow, connect, and how to shine, all so she and those she serves can find and walk with Christ together. I have been working on a big project that will answer all of the standard mommy challenges, like, am I doing enough? Is God happy with me and my efforts? Do I really have anything special to offer? Or even, how am I supposed to participate in the gathering of Israel? And it will empower you with tools, practices, mindset shifts, and practical processes to help you walk the covenant path with Christ in confidence, in peace, and joy. Tune in to my next episode. It'll air on June 5th, where I share all the details about this project, how the Lord has been tutoring me in preparation to serve in this very special and crucial way, and how you can learn more about whether or not it's right for you. And with all of this, I'm sending you lots of love, sweet mama. Take care. You know what? I sure hope you felt uplifted and edified and inspired by this episode. It warms my heart in so many ways to hear that you feel of your incredible worth and beauty through my messages. I'd love for you to go over to Apple Podcasts and take a minute to share what this means to you. It actually helps others to find me too. Also, if you know of anyone who could use a little boost to their day, please share this episode with them. You could do it by adding it to your stories on social media, tagging me at Shine Mommy Shine, or by copying the link to this episode and texting it to that special someone who could use a little extra pep to their step. Sending you lots of love, sweet mama. Take care.